Hi, this is Susie, the Travely Hostess once again. I'd like to show you a few more items to compare Kayak to TripIt. I recently made some additional reservations for car rental, train travel, and tickets to a monument and like a museum. And with those items that were atypical, both Kayak and TripIt had difficulty recognizing and adding the items. In, Kayak's case, it took actually as long as 24 hours with some of the items, and TripIt did it much more quickly. However, Kayak, even though it took a long time, did it with much more accuracy and more details. So we see here Sunday, April 29th, 10 o'clock, Monumental Core of Park Gway. It took 24 hours for Kayak to upload this item to my itinerary, but it did it with a lot of details and accuracy, which I liked. Same thing for Sagrada Familia. It recognized the two different times for two different components of this tour that came under the same email. And again, it had that available with a lot of detail and accuracy. When I compare that to TripIt, I will show you that TripIt with Sagrada Familia, it uploaded it just as an activity, and I had to go in and edit the name to Sagrada Familia. And there's not as much details with TripIt, but the basics. Now with Park Gway, I received an email telling me there was a problem with my TripIt submission and that I needed to review it. So when I log in, and if I look under Unfiled at the bottom, I see that reservation, that confirmation email. If I open up, there it is, and it's asking me what I should do with it. I'm going to create a plan as an activity. I do need to name it, and I do have to set the correct date as well as the correct time, which I think was this. I can always double check here. And we'll just put an hour. Done. Save. Select the trip, Europe. Go back to my trips at the bottom left. And I see there under Sunday, April 29th, Park Gway. Open it up, and there's the information. Not a lot of details, but it's there. So in this case, Kayak did a better job. However, if we look to the train travel, we see here at 4:45 on May 1st, Barcelona to Avignon. Open that, and I see my departure and arrival, confirmation, duration. Open up train info. I have key details as well as seat assignments, although I do see there's an error with one of the seats, so I'll go back and edit that. Booking info, I have that there as well. With Kayak now, the train travel, we see here, again, 4:45, Barcelona to Avignon. The confirmation number did not get automatically uploaded. I do see departure and arrival, and I do have the view email receipt. So here I have all of my details. I can add that to the notes section, to the details of the item. However, something very important to note. With both Kayak and TripIt, I can access all of my information when I'm offline. I do not need to be connected to Wi-Fi, data, internet to see all of these components, all these different items, open it up, see key details. But I will not be able to view my email receipt. This component is not available if I'm offline. So it's really important to remember if you were counting on accessing the information in that email receipt in order to get to a location or to confirm some information. I could copy the key details into the notes section there at the bottom, but just keep that in mind. With car rental, I think they were both comparable. Both did a good job. I see Europa car on May 2nd at 9 o'clock. I'm picking it up. Confirmation, pickup, drop off, and all of the details and information right there at my fingertips with Kayak. let me go to TripIt. Oh, let's go back. And I see there it is, May 2nd, Europa car. Pickup, drop off, confirmation. I have to click through to get more details. However, I do see the hours of operation for the days I'm picking it up and dropping it off. Booking info. Again, and all of this would be available offline. I hope that was helpful to you to compare Kayak to TripIt. Again, you'll see both do a great job, and both have a lot of pros, and both have some cons or some little things you need to work around and edit to make just right. So please dig deeper and play around, and hopefully you will discover which of the itinerary management apps is best for you in your travels. Happy traveling!